You ever want to play on a fight stick or a levelist and thought, man, I wish this had a D-pad of some sort? Well, you're weird just like me. Here's the Padbox. It's for people that like using arcade buttons, but ultimately prefer the movement of the D-pad. And I prefer the D-pad. So let's get into it. The shell of the Padbox is 3D printed. The top has a texture to it. It has a grip on the side where you can, latch onto. The buttons are 24mm Sanwa buttons, which they feel very nice. These buttons at the top are pause, share, home, and the touchpad button. Or select, depending on what console you play on. They're different from the Sanwa, so you have to push all the way down. The button layout is different than your usual fight stick layout. It's more like a hitbox layout with a button where you put your thumb at. How does the D-pad feel? It feels like a DualShock 4 D-pad, but with micro switches for feedback. It also came with instructions for changing modes for like Xbox mode, and PlayStation mode, and Nintendo mode. So what you do is you have to hold down the home button and press one of the arcade buttons, and then unplug it, and then plug it back in, and boom, then you change the mode. I would have preferred changing modes like a simple switch. I don't know, maybe if they haven't made a Padbox too. I will say this though, this is the only issue I noticed in the PlayStation mode. It has it just feels like everything I do just has delay. Because I definitely felt it for Virtual Fighter and Tekken, since I'm very used to those games, and Mortal Kombat. With the Brook adapter though, I didn't feel that delay at all. And it's only in the PlayStation mode, so this is probably just a PlayStation issue. So the games I use the Padbox for are Tekken, Mortal Kombat, and 3D fighters. Nor that I just call Mortal Kombat a 3D fighter. And some simple input games like Rivals, Ether, or Brawlhalla. With 3D fighters, I just prefer the pad for movement like Virtual Fighter and Tekken. Mortal Kombat is also a bit iffy, but I just had to map L1, the thumb button, with the cameo button. And everything was basically fine. Rivals and Brawlhalla or any games like that, they're fine. They require directional inputs, so you can just press up or down. So overall, I'm very happy with it. So yeah, just a little update. There's a Padbox too. I don't know how that would feel, but eventually I would like to try it out. Not now though. I'll see you next time.